On today's episode, we are going to take a look at what happened in the stock market, so let's get started. So the first thing I want to take a look is just see how the overall market has done. So SPY today returned about 0.6% to investors. Today we're going to take a look at Microsoft, Facebook, Apple, Intel, Sonos, FASTLY, Draftkings, and Spce and Virgin Galactic. All of these have moved a lot throughout the past day, and we're just going to take a look why they moved the way they did. All right, so next I just want to do a quick overview of what happened in my portfolio. So like I mentioned, the SPY today was up 0.6%. Luckily, my account is up a bit higher. It's 1.2%, so it's beating the market right now. And I'm actually pretty happy of how my portfolio is going. Again, right now we are in a very, very great time to be investing. Every day, prices just keep going up. Who knows how long this will keep going though. But at the moment, I'm going to continue to ride this wave. Before we go any further, guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the thumbs up, and the bell. It helps the small channel out so much, and I truly, truly appreciate all the support. If you guys ever want to get in contact with me, feel free to post on the comments below. I'm very active on Twitter, and I do have a Discord channel, which are free for anybody that wants to join. So feel free to check out there and ask any questions. We have a lot of great investors. Again, this is not a channel for recommendations. This is just a channel where I provide information. And one more thing, today is actually Monday matches, and I do think today we're gonna see AMD versus Nvidia, and that's the video that's gonna come out after this. I gotta work on it a bit more later. A lot of people wanted to see Microsoft versus Google. Unfortunately, AMD versus Nvidia won. But Microsoft versus Google is going to come out on Friday. I promise you guys that 100% is going to come out Friday. I'm actually going to be road tripping from New Jersey to Florida on Friday. So I'm going to post that video before I head out, so you guys have a video for me while I'm on my road trip. So first, let's take a look at Microsoft. Microsoft is up 2.7%. It's going up amazing. But what happened today? The first thing that they mentioned, and the only real news that happened for Microsoft, is they are closing down their game streaming service, which is Mixer. I don't know if you guys know. Microsoft was in the streaming platform similar to Amazon with Twitch, similar to Facebook Gaming, and similar to YouTube Gaming. Unfortunately, Microsoft has not seen that growth that the other companies have seen, so they are closing down shop, and they're actually teaming up with Facebook. And that's actually one, I guess just the team up with Facebook has become a very bullish sentiment, and also just the closing down of a business that's not working for them is actually seen as a smart move. So the way they are gonna team up with Facebook is they're recommending all of their current streamers to move into the Facebook gaming stream channel, and they're gonna integrate some of their technology that they had in Microsoft Mixers with Facebook's gaming. So the second company we're gonna take a look at is Facebook. Facebook, after the news, did not jump at all, and I'm honestly surprised. Facebook has had such a great time lately. There's a lot of news article coming out for Facebook that I honestly decided to purchase a few more shares of Facebook today after reading that Microsoft Mixer increasing that overall platform for Facebook in the gaming, but also just the overall place that Facebook is going. Like I mentioned, Facebook is flat for the day, but if we compare it to February 20th, this company is only up 11%. And I'm saying only up 11% because we have many companies out there that are up over 60, even over 50%. So seeing 11%, you like, okay, this is not as bad. Right now, Facebook is sitting at a market cap of about 681 billion. And let me talk about some other stuff that Facebook is working on. On June 22nd, actually on June 15th, I think when it was. This was an article released in June 22nd, but on June 15th, Visa and Facebook announced the launch of WhatsApp payments in Brazil. So WhatsApp is which is a part that Facebook owns, is going to be able to do something similar to PayPal. Again, the whole e-payment, which I mentioned in previous videos, I took a look at PayPal and all those top 4 payment videos in I think 2 days ago. So Facebook actually entering this platform on June 15th, and again opening up with the game platform as well, increasing their audience base. It's just very bullish sentiment for me for Facebook. took. So I actually decided to enter more into this company. All right, then obviously today we can't go without talking about Apple. Apple is up 2.6%. Let's take a look at the past 6 months. Since February 20th, when the market really started to tank, Apple is up only 12% again. So today Apple did one of their presentations, the WWDC, where they presented a lot of technology and their plans going forward for Apple. One of the main things that did happen today for Apple is they say that they are no longer using Intel Corporation's chips for their MacBooks. And yes, this is kind of news, but at the same time, it's not really new news. Apple has constantly mentioned that they are working on their own chips because they want to be dependent on themselves. They do make it seem, in the way they communicate, they do make it seem that Intel is a bit slower than they would have hoped for, and now they'd rather just have the whole control of what's going on with their technology at their hands instead of Intel's hands. Another thing though is this is just for the MacBooks and their laptops. Apple has already started using their own chips for the Apple Watch, for the Apple Watch, and all the other technology. I think the iPad was also used by the Apple technology. Let's take a quick look here in this article. See, on this article, we can see Apple already currently uses its own chips on its iPhones, its iPads, its Apple Watches, and Apple's TV. And it's said to have shipped over 2 billion chips so far. Mac is now going to be the next product to use Apple's own chip. And the main thing is they do say that they are going to be able to do it a lot faster. The chips are going to be better and use less power than that what Intel provides. And obviously with a news like this, you would have expected Intel Corporation to actually go down in price. But no, Intel is actually up 0.79% and is sitting at $60. In the past 6 months, this company is still down actually about 8.19% compared to where it was at in February 20th. Again, that's a lot lower than what Apple and Facebook are up. All right, the next company we're going to take a look at is Sonos. Sonos was up 17.8%. Let's take a look at the price performance since February 20th. This company is pretty much flat compared to February 20th. The main reason this company is up big today was there was an article presented by an investment firm, Citron. They predict that this is going to be a company that will soon be purchased by Apple. This, if you guys don't know, Sonos, ticker SONO, is one of the leading audio companies in the world. And with Apple's most recent acquisition in the past few years of Dre Beats, we can see that Apple is definitely moving into the audio world. So it does make sense why there would be an attempt to purchase a company like this. The market cap of Sonos is only 1.53 billion. Apple has plenty of cash to pretty much buy this company thousands and thousands of times over. Next, we're going to take a look at a big winner that just keeps on winning, and that's Fastly. Fastly is up 15%, and if we take a look at it from February 20th, this company is up over 200%. It has become a multi-bagger in just a matter of a few months. The main reason, there wasn't actually any big news of Fastly today. The main thing is probably just old news and just the overall concept of Fastly continuing to grow. Even with that type of growth, the market cap of Fastly is still below $10 billion. Right now it has a market cap of about $7.6 billion. So this is still a pretty small company. And I can see why investors are still seeing that there is huge potential growth for Fastly. One of the few, like I said, there has been no major articles or no major news coming out for Fastly, but last week there were a lot of great news. The first thing was the Shopify and Walmart kind of teaming up together was a big news for Fastly because Fastly does work with Walmart. So by them teaming up, there was some form of indirect benefit from the deal. The other thing is management did mention last week that the network service has become faster than ever as they are continuing to improve their overall infrastructure. Next, we're going to take a look at Draftkings, and Draftkings is actually down 9% for the day. After hours is actually up 3%, so it's not doing too bad. Let's take a look from February 20th. This company is still up over 100%, so this one is already a double bagger to say the least. But what actually ended up pushing DraftKings down today was a news article. DraftKings at the beginning of the day was up about 3% after there was a huge potential call from an analyst. Jeffries actually gave this price point of about $55. So right now the stock's sitting at $40. This still has $15 potential gain in regards to this firm's and analysts. The reason the company did drop is there have been talks right now that California is not going to allow DraftKings to enter the online betting in that state. There has been no official word from the state so far, but news, sometimes things talk before they are presented. So that was the main reason DraftKings was down 8% today. And finally, the last one we're going to take a look at is Virgin Galactic. Virgin Galactic was up 16% off the new contract that they have with NASA. Virgin Galactic will develop a new private orbital astronaut readiness program, which is going to include candidates' interest in purchasing private astronaut missions to the international space stations, also the procurement of transportations to the same station, or on-orbit resources and ground resources. So they are becoming more of a new agreement that's going to allow just more overall exposure to the market for Virgin Galactic. Another thing I am very bullish with this article because it shows how NASA believes that this overall request, or how can I say it, the overall market for space travel is increasing, that they need the help from other private companies to increase, to be able to keep up with that demand. So I think that's actually a pretty bullish sentiment for just the overall space sector. And right now, hopefully in the next few years, I'll be flying to space. Just kidding, I don't think I have the money to do that. So that's it for today's video. Like I said, today was just a quick overview of what happened in the stock market. Most of these businesses that we actually took a look at today are ones that I'm very focused on, and that's why I mentioned them. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. Remember, later today I am doing the Monday matches, so make sure to subscribe and keep up to date with that one. Take care, guys. Have a good night and see you next time.